In this video, we got 5 banger builds that you can take in NBA 2K26 and dominate Season 3 in NBA 2K. Black Friday news, a lot of Thanksgiving people getting the game half off. You trying to figure out what build to make? Well, I got 5 of them you can make. You can pick from one of these 5 depending on play style. We got bigs, power forward, and guards in here. So you can pick one of these and know that you can cook up with either one of these. We even got a lockdown in here. So make sure you watch the full video. Check out which one you like. You let me know you just got the game. Let me know you just got the game in the comments. Let's get into it. Yo, if you're tired of bricking and wasting time on jumpers that don't hit, stop. 2K26 has no RNG shooting. So if you don't have the best jump shots, you're cooked. That's why I use NBA 2K Labs. They tested everything and give you the fastest releases and the biggest green window jump shots for your build. Is literally a cheat code. Use Brother Jones for 20% off. I recommend the 3-month plan, so you ready for every patch coming up. Don't fall behind. Take advantage and get that edge on the competition. Small forward. We're gonna be 6'8", and we're gonna have 185 pounds. So we're actually gonna start off on defense. All right, we're gonna start off with the powerhouse defense. So one of the first things we're gonna do on this build is give it a 94 perimeter D, and we're gonna be cap breaking this +2 to get it a 96. 96 will end up giving you challenger and all that. So we're gonna start with 94. 94 is solid because just 2 cap breakers. Not that hard to do. All you need is 2 cap breakers. All right, I'm not even gonna do nothing crazy with the caps in this video because, you know, I'm gonna do about 5 to 7 range because most of y'all got. I have 10, but everybody ain't got 10. So let's keep going. For steal, we're gonna go 91 steal. Okay, now this is a read option. Okay, this is a read option. This is a cap break option. If you want, you can send this joint all the way to 94, or you can leave it alone. All right, either way, you good. You can leave it alone, or you can send it to 94. Okay, the next thing we're doing is an 88 block. 88 block is gonna give you gold, basically gold high flyer denier. Okay, it's gonna give you gold high flyer denier, so you can run around, smack the ball out of everybody's hand. You're gonna be able to run around and smack it out of everyone's hand, chase down artists and all that. It's cute. It's a nice badge to have. And interior D, what we're gonna do 70 interior D to get paint patroller on basically silver. Okay, now this one, I'm not gonna make it a lockdown defender name. I'm just gonna give you a really solid 6'8" build. We're not gonna play for the name this time. Defensive rebound, we're going 7D. 7D defensive rebound, so you can get rebound chaser and box out be silver. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is the physical, because that's the second most important thing with a lock is the physical. So we're gonna do an 89 speed. Yes, he's a fast boy. He's 6'8" with 89 speed. All right, ain't nobody gonna run around. You can guard everybody, the 1 through the 5 with that. Okay, agility, 88. Okay, we're doing 88 agility on top of it. Strength, all we need is 71, but I'm gonna go 72 to get brick wall bronze. Why not? Just if you want to set a screen, you know, you don't know what to do with yourself and you want to set a screen. But 71 gives you a movable enforcer. That might be a badge that we end up max wanting. Okay, we might end up max wanting this to probably silver. At least silver. Vertical going to 83. Okay, 83 vert give you pogo on Hall of Fame. You max one that, you got legend pogo. So it helps if you want to do multiple jumps on the perimeter. You know how you have to jump to contest really well. So if you run and jump and then they pump fade, you'll be able to get them a second time and jump again, and it'll throw them all. It'd be like, oh man, what the, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So I think that's just real helpful for a lockdown type build like this. All right, so that's the solid. So we got the most important thing. We got the physicals and we got the defense. All right, so you already know we fast and very aggressive on defense. Now let's get to the offense now. Offense, let's go with shooting. We're gonna give him an 81 3 ball, and I'm using shooting specialization. Okay, shooting specialization +2 will give us 83 3 ball, which will give us limitless bronze. Now, the reason I would recommend shooting specialization if you don't pick defense, you can make this build shoot really well. You use your shooting specialization, you can take your set shot specialist all the way to Hall of Fame. And honestly, that might be worth it for a build like this. Because set shot specialist is amazing for spot ups. And you're in the corner. Don't worry, we're going to have a jump shot at the end of the video. You just got to be patient, bro. You just got to be patient. End of the video, we got you. All right, so for free throw, what we're going to do, a 65 free throw. Okay, you gonna clank most important ones, but overall, you know, you're not gonna be the one called to the free throw. You're not really gonna get that many fouls anyway. Honestly, locks barely shoot free throws. because most of the time you causing the free throws. You don't really dribble, so that's not really an issue. Next up, one of the slower or lower ends is finishing. Now you see we powerhouse defense, we powerhouse physicals, and we powerhouse shooting. Now you have to take your L's. Are you ready for the L's? Let's get to it. Now standing dunk is still a 72, so not that bad an L. You have bronze rise up, so you will be able to dunk it. All right, it ain't like you can't dunk. Driving dunk is gonna be 62. Okay, you will be able to dunk once again. We're not dunking on anyone though. Driving layup ends up at 55. Close shot ends up at 63, and post control ends up at 40. Okay, ends up at 40. That's just how it ends up at the end of the day. That's how it ends up. As far as playmaking, I think playmaking you'll be fine too. You'll be fine because we have enough to pass the football, and that's all you need. You don't need to be Pat Mahomes here. We just need to be able to pass the football with decent efficiency. Okay, with decent efficiency. And I'm gonna actually do this. I'm gonna actually give him a little bit more free throw. I'm gonna give him actual 67 free throw. Okay, I added something right there. I wasn't gonna do it originally, but I gave him 67 free throw. All right, so if you do everything right, you're gonna get shades of Andre K, Sean Marion, and you're gonna be a disruptive lockdown. Still a cool name. Still a cool name. You're not an inside out and two-way inside out dumb name. Absolute blanket defender, deflection, easy to easy steals. Elite end-to-end speed, your weakness, need space to handle safely. Yeah, you're not going to dribble the ball. Do not dribble the ball and stay below the rim and finish it. You're not a boomer. Okay, you're not a boomer. But let's take a look at these cap breakers. I'm going to show you the cap breakers. Now, let's play the cap breaker game. Now, this depends specifically on how many you have. On this account, this is not my main account, I have 5. I have 5. So, what I personally would have to do if you only have 5 is one thing we would do is we would plus to this first. This is the mandatory thing. We have to plus to this. So then I would have 3 left, and then after that I would probably do these 2 right here. But I'm doing shoot specialization. So me personally, I won't move this. 6'11", 231, 7'5" wingspan. This is what we chose to do with the build. We got a 75 close shot, 70 driving layup, 89 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk. And I know y'all looking like this, like, what the hell is this, Jones? Oh, but we will cap break it. Yeah, no, I wouldn't finna send y'all out there with a 45-3 unless you want one. You know, me personally, I don't care about shooting no 3. But hey, y'all know y'all do. 87 pass accuracy. We got an 82 interior, 62 perimeter defense, 60 steal, 93 block. In case they try you, you get to put it out of there. I know you like that versus OD. That's good. That's the beauty of it, because you jumping out the gym. If the big dummies try you, you getting that put out of there. That's the best thing. Strength, you're gonna be like, he ain't strong enough, John. He might not be, but we gonna hold our own because we got the 93 block. So although unless you're running to Prime Shaq in the rec or in a 5v5 mode, you should be all right. Now you run against Prime Shaq, you might have an issue if he has 99 strength, but that's rare because most people want to shoot. Y'all don't like mashing. So speed 75, we still relatively quick. We will get a 99 rebound as well. 80 offensive rebound. I think we're gonna use a takeover to kind of cover that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm end up doing. 82 interior D, we should be cool. Perimeter steal block. 87 pass accuracy, so we can throw the ball. We won't be Mahomes because Mahomes 99. So another good, we'd be like a Lamar regular season. 87 pass accuracy, and then free throw 67. You might clank some of them, I ain't gonna lie, but you will clank them at 90 in my opinion. You're gonna clank them at 90 also. So that might be your issue. And once you done, you gonna get shades of who? Mel Davis, Patrick Ewing, the Diamond Rim Running Reaper. Loop, that's a given, right? We got 99 now. That's cute. Now here go the tricky part. Bow and bow. 65 3-pointer, right? Bow. Now it's trying to do that. Now I'm gonna keep the rim runner name. Now that we got that, we can now pick shooting specialization. All right, and now we're gonna get 2 more cap breakers. Skloop, you see that? So now it's showing it. Skloop, Sklippity. Look at that. And now we got 78. I ain't gonna lie, I think that's good enough. I ain't touching it again. Bill will be a shooting guard, 6'5", 203, 6'5" wingspan. Now you could put him at point guard if you want to, but this build I got a shooting guard because I don't know. I think it was an accident, honestly. But I low-key like being a shooting guard because I ain't got a responsibility of passing the ball. I just get buckets. That's all I'm here to do is get buckets. So this is a perfect get bucket build. I'll let the PG be Mr. Pass, and everybody complain about not getting the ball. Y'all know y'all want a bucket, you give me the ball. All right, so that's why I think I made him a shooting guard. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna give him an 89 driving dunk. All right, and I'm going to end up cap breaking this so I can get a 93. I will end up with a 93 driving dunk after cap breakation. All right, as far as driving layup, it's gonna end up at a 77. And then close shot will end up at a 69. Standing dunk ends up at 34. We can't do standing dunks anyway. And after you move stuff around, post control is gonna end up being at a 42. That's just how it's gonna end up being. But yeah, here's the beauty about the driving dunk. Once we do +3 on the cap, we'll get 93, which will give us gold posterizer. But if we give him a slashing takeover like poster machine and boosts his driving dunk, this build will have the ability to have a 99 3 ball and a 99 dunk at the same time. Very rare for a build in this game. All right, so let's go to shooting. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna give him a 94 3-pointer. This is gonna give you 5 cap breakers, and you can do shooting specialization to give you 2 of them, and then use 3 of yours. That's what I did. 2 shooting specializations and 3 of mine, and it gave me a 99 3 ball, which is crazy. Rebound, not rebound, but free throw, we got him at 72. I think 72 free throw, it's more than enough for a build like this. I think we're good right there. In mid-range 84, that's plenty. You'll hit all your middies. Just about every midi you pull, you'll hit it. Very easy with a build like this. All right, next thing we're gonna do playmaking. We got ball handle to 92. By the way, we're also gonna cover all the cap breakers for the build, so make sure you watch all the way through, because we will show all the cap breakers. We will show all the cap breakers on the build. All right, speed with ball is going to 86. And then pass accuracy is going to 71. We're a shooting guard. We don't have to worry about a lot of passing. We really don't. You could run the 1-2 with it. So you can run the 1 or the 2. But honestly, 71 more than enough. I still get the ball off relatively good. And I did +1 on the cap breaker to get basically his ankle assassin. It's not necessary, but I did it. That's what I +1 mine. I'm going to show you in a second. Perimeter defense, we're going to do an 85 perimeter D. Okay? 85 perimeter D is 67 steal. So we can still steal the ball. I cap break +1 is going to take it to 73. So now you got a 73. And with 73, you now have silver interceptor. So in my opinion, it's a good trade-off. You'll be able to catch a lot of the stuff. Rebounding wise, we're not doing much rebound. We're going to leave it right there. Not really the best rebounding build. As far as agility, the agility on this build is going to be an 80, 88, and that will be the complete build. All right, that would be the complete build. That'll be the complete build. We got enough agility to basically get silver on ball minute. There was no point in really making it too much higher. Strength, in my opinion, strength don't even work that good in this game to begin with. And 1 cap breaker will send you to 81 vertical. 1 cap breaker sends you to 81, so you'll be able to get posterizer and all that stuff on top of that. Now the beauty of this build is, as shooting guard, you'll be able to basically do it all. All right, I showed you how to make it. Now the best way to play with this is in rec. You can play this in part 2. Honestly, you can run it at the 1 for real. You really could just throw this at the 1 and cook up as well. You can make this at point guard. It don't have to be a shooting guard. I mean, I picked shooting guard because at the time I think I wanted to just have a shooting guard build. So this is a good shooting guard build too. So don't think you can't be like an effective shooting guard on a build like this. I think it's a very good type secondary complementary guard build. If you don't want to just make a classic 6'8" like everybody else, because you know everybody run around as 6'8" shooting guards, and you can be a little different, and you'll still be able to guard them a little bit. You know, you got an 85 defense. Of course, a lock will be able to do it better, but it has enough to hold your own. So when you finish the build, you're gonna get shades of Ray Allen, you're gonna get J.R. Smith and John Stott. You're gonna be a 2-way 3-point slasher. The only weakness you have is almost no steal impact at all. But here's the thing, we cap breaking that, so you don't really have a weakness with the build. You really don't, honestly, because we're doing a 1 cap breaker to give him a 73 steal. If we did that in here, it would come out as no weakness. So honestly, in my opinion, for a guard, you ain't gonna get better than this as far as like strengths and weaknesses, for real, for real. Let's get into how I did the cap breakers, the takeover, the animations, and the jump shot. You gotta watch it all the way through. All right, so when you look at the cap break, you see right here, I put 2 cap breakers here to get the 93 drive and dunk, okay? And then on top of that, I got 99 3-point. I used 2 on my shooting specializations and then 3 of my normal cap breakers. We also got an 85 perimeter D and a 73 steal. So we actually can do a decent steal with the build also. We also got a 93 ball handle. So we have the ankle assassin and we have an 81 verse build, like completely all around. This build is completely all around. We're gonna be a shooting guard. We're gonna be 6'8". We're gonna be 185, 6'8" wingspan. We're gonna go to dunking, right? So we're gonna give him an 87 driving dunk. 87 is the minimum you need to contact dunk in this game. So that's what we got. We got the minimum necessary to hit them contact dunks, man. To hit them contact. Now this is one of them builds that basically can do everything. All right, this is the meta. You can take this to any mode, literally park, rec theater, and you can cook in any way. Honestly, it might even be better in park. Like then I'm showing y'all rec gameplay, you know what I'm saying? But low key, he might dominate more in park. Twos, oh my god, this build with killing twos. You about to see. But yeah, we're gonna do 79 close shot, 70 driving layup, 87 driving dunk, stand and dunk, 47, and the post control goes to 32 after you upgrade other stuff. So this is the finishing. Now let's get to the shooting. This is where it gets real interesting. 3-pointer, we're going 90. All right, and look, and here we go in here. We're going 94 for the mid-range. Why? Because we're gonna get a 96 mid-range. We're gonna use our shooting specialization to take this to 96. If you don't have it done yet, don't worry. So once we get 96, we will get Deadeye, Set Shot Special, and Shifty Shooter Hall of Fame. So we're gonna use 2. We're gonna use 2 shooting specialization cap breakers. I recommend everybody gets shooting specialization. It is the best, hands down. And free throw, we're going 69. That's the absolute lowest you can go when you have this high mid-range. Now this high mid-range, you're gonna be able to fade around and hit 3. Like yo shooting in this build gonna be crazy. So we got a 96 midi and a 93 pointer, which is insane. Now here go the thing that makes this build tick for real. Okay, the playmaking. All right, we're giving him a 67 ball handle. We're also gonna give him a 72 speed with ball. All right, and then we're gonna give him a 65 pass accuracy. But hold on, this is not the final stat. As you might guess, we're going to cap break this. 7 cap breakers. All right, this is 7 cap breakers. If you take your 7 cap breakers upgrade, you will get, as you see right here on the screen, you will get a 80 speed with ball and an 86 ball handle with 7 cap breakers, which is cheaper than a lot of other people you're gonna see do it. But I found a way to where you can get it with 7. So it took a lot of tweaking around. If you mess up this build, you might not get it the same way. So this is the best way to do it, because you're gonna be able to dribble now. Now you'll be able to dribble, get blurred takeover, and all those goodies with this build, because you'll be able to dribble really well. Like you'll be able to do it all basically. You literally be able to do it all. Now for defense, here go the crazy part. We're going 95 perimeter D, bro. Yes, we're getting Hall of Fame challenger off rip, bro. Off rip. Still, we keep it right at 65, but we're gonna go 78 block, right? And then we're gonna go 60 interior D. But look at this, bro. We're gonna have a 96 midi, a 93 pointer, and a 95 perimeter D. That's higher than majority of 6'8" you're gonna go against. And wait till you see what I did with the badges, because I got such high defense. All right, block 78 and all that. All right, as you see right here for rebounding, we're gonna leave it like it is, but we're gonna give it 55. Defensive rebound 65. Now this is something that I didn't have enough points to make any higher, because I used so much points on the other stuff. But you can use cap breakers to take it to 70. It ain't that hard. It's not gonna be that difficult. For speed, we're going 85 speed. We're going 84 agility. That's basically all you need, because you can't, even if you raise agility, you get no more badges. Strength, keeping at 61 and 75. And now we are complete. We have 85 speed, 84 agility, 61 strength. When you finish, you're gonna get shades of Kobe. Look at that, you got a Kobe shade. Ain't that fire? 2-way, 3-level score. And we basically an all-around build, man. They're gonna say you can't pickpocket and predictable ball, man. That's because we ain't at the playmaking. Now let me show you these cap breakers. Cap breaker, this is what's going on. Like I said, 2 cap breakers with shooting specialization take it to 96 and gives you Deadeye, Set Shot, and Shifty Shooter, all Hall of Fame. You see right here, I did my 7 cap breakers, and now we can dribble. Wingspan, and yes, he is 6'11", power force. So let's get into it. So for finishing, let's get straight into it. All right, so for driving layup, we're gonna have him at 80 driving layup. I think we give it 80. At 80, we're going to get nothing. but float game and layup mismaster. But at least at 80, you do get, I think, physical finisher bronze, I believe. Drive and dunk going at 87. So yeah, we'll be able to do a contact dunk with this build. And when I show you what takeover I'm gonna put on it, it's all gonna make sense. Standing dunk, we going 90 standing dunk. Look at that. Wow. So now we also, not only can we contact dunk driving, we can contact dunk standing. And don't worry, we're gonna give him a post game too. We had leftover, so we're gonna make him at 80. All right, we're gonna put the post control at 80. You're gonna get a post fade phenom. You're gonna see just in a second. Mid-range 80, more than enough. More than enough mid-range. My personal opinion, I think putting three-pointer over midi most of the time works better, especially for spot-up builds or builds that can spot up. If you are a point guard, that's normally when I would go like maybe midi over 3. Or if you're a guard and you like have to run and dribble and create. But as a center or as a spot-up-ish type build, or as a build that can kind of do both, I think three-pointer is more valuable. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to give him an 85 three-pointer, and we're going to end up cap breaking this right here. We're going to cap break it to 90 so we can give him deep bomber. This will be a 6'11 with deep bomber and contact dunks. So if they step up too close to you, yeah, you take them straight to the hole and dunk on them. You take them straight to the hole. We're also going to give him an 81 free throw, okay? 81 free throw. That's just what we have left, and it's perfect for random rec. A lot of y'all play rec apparently, so this is perfect for y'all. Y'all like 5v5 modes. Ball handle, 75. Speed with ball, 68, and then pass accuracy going to 82. My personal opinion, this is perfect for builders. You got 75 ball handle, which is going to give you bronze handle, bronze unpluck, and you get bronze lightning launch, which you can take to gold, which, hey, it helps. I mean, you will be able to move pretty well with gold. You will be able to move pretty well with gold. Let's get into the defense. So defense, we're doing interior D at 74, okay? We're doing perimeter at 74, and we're doing steal at 67, and we're doing block at 84. Look at the build already looking really complete right now. So we're gonna have paint patroller and high flyer denier. We're gonna have interior defense, perimeter defense, and the steal locked in. We locked in. All right, so for defensive rebound, we're going 80. Offensive rebound, we're going 75. So you'll be able to get both. All right, you'll be able to get both. You're powerful, you don't need it that high, but you can always cap break this. Not cap break, excuse me. You can max to it. Take this to rebound chaser, like Hall of Fame. Rebound chaser Hall of Fame. And you'll be able to get a lot more rebounds on the build. Now, you will not outsnag a center, but you will get a fair share of rebounds. All right, so for speed, 78. Agility, 73. Strength, setting at 5. Okay? And then we got the vert all the way to 77 to give him gold pogo stick. Cap breakers is what I'm thinking about doing as I will go ahead and think about it. You're going to end up getting 2 cap breakers that's going to take this maxed out. It's going to be +4 and a +2. It's going to be a +4 and a +2. So it's going to shoot it all the way to 91. So what I actually might do is do 5 cap breakers here. It'll max your cap breakers out at 94. So we end up can actually get a 94 mid-range and a 93 pointer on this build. So that's most likely what I'll do with the build. When we finish the build, we're gonna get shades. All right, let me see. Shades of Evan Mobley, Chris Webber, and Anthony Davis. Inside out, creating eraser. And yes, you will have no weaknesses on the build because the build doesn't have a weakness. It does everything. Everything on the court. Okay, so it can't be a weakness if it do everything. Now here are the cap breakers on the build. As you see right here, you got +2. So you can take this straight to 91. You can take this straight to 91, and then you'll be able to take this to 94. So this is what I'd recommend right here. Mid-range, take it up. Three-pointer, take it up. 94 midi, 90 three-pointer, 91 three-pointer. And honestly, you just a super offensive build. You can, low-key, you can classify as a Kevin Durant build at that point. This is basically like a KD build.